When people come to see us for the first time, invariably they're coming in with a carrier bag. All their financial life is literally in a store bag with no semblance of order, and they have no direction of where their financial life is actually going to. What we're doing in that first discovery meeting is to actually understand what they're wanting from the rest of their life, what their financial needs are, and more importantly, going into retirement, which is either the longest period of unemployment or the longest holiday they're ever going to have, how much they're actually going to want monetary-wise, but more importantly, what dreams and aspirations and hobbies they're wanting to conduct during that period. During that first meeting, that is at our expense. And this is quite important to me because at that point in time, I still don't know whether or not we can work together. At the end of that meeting, we will then give you an indication of the costs and more importantly, give you a time and a framework of which we would wish to go forward. We're going to be asking you to give us information on all your policies so we can then do an analysis of the background of all your financial circumstances and then start planning going forward. If you're happy to engage us, then the next route we take is to fill out a client fact find. This is to really get real background information on you to understand what we're trying to achieve. We'll also do letters of appointment or letters for information that allows us to go off to the plan providers. Once you've identified to us what your needs and your wishes are, we will then analyse whether or not the pre-existing policies will be sufficient or whether or not we need to change direction. If we change direction, we will then take you on that journey, giving you advice, and that is contained in what's called a suitability report. Normally, we send this out about 10 to 14 days before the meeting, which will allow you sufficient time to read that report and be in a situation there where you can actually formulate your own ideas and identify any questions that you might have. Once you're happy with the recommendations that are made, we will then execute those and then be in a situation of asking you to have annual review meetings. These can be anything from every 6 months to every 12 months. But these are really important to us because they identify any changes in your requirements to be in the situation where we know whether or not we need to change the plan. One of the biggest things that can change as an outside influence is a budget. And we do watch the implications of those and how those affect your plan. Now, in those circumstances, you might just suddenly find you get an email or a phone call saying, we need to talk fairly quickly. It may be that we need to change your plan. But the purpose of this is to make sure that we actually ensure that your wealth, your creation of your wealth, keeps in line with things like inflation, the changes in the investment markets, to make sure that when you get to retirement, it is a holiday, not a period of unemployment.